Good afternoon, fellow citizens. Today, I want to address a topic that demands not only our attention, but also our action: mental health. For too long, mental health has been a subject sidelined in the political discourse. But the truth is, mental health affects every one of us, regardless of our age, background, or political affiliation. It impacts our communities, our workplaces, and our families. And as leaders, it is our duty to create policies and systems that ensure those who are struggling receive the support they need. Mental health challenges are not isolated issues. They affect millions of individuals, and in our modern world, the rate of mental health concerns has only continued to rise. Yet, despite widespread impact, mental health remains one of the most underfunded and overlooked areas within our healthcare system. This must change. As a society, we must recognize that mental health is just as important as physical health. It's not a matter of choice or weakness, it's a matter of well being. Every person, regardless of their circumstances, should have access to the care and resources they need to thrive, mentally and emotionally. This is not only a moral imperative, but a societal one. For mental health affects productivity, the economy, education, and public safety. The first step we must take is to prioritize mental health funding. Our healthcare system has long focused on physical health, but those same resources must be allocated to mental health services. We must ensure that mental health care is accessible, affordable, and available to all who need it, whether it's through the public healthcare systems, insurance policies, or support programs. No one should be forced to choose between paying their bills and getting the mental health care they need. This investment goes beyond just access to treatment. It includes prevention, early intervention, and education. We must support programs in schools that teach young people about mental health, encourage open dialogue, and reduce stigma from an early age. By fostering an environment where mental health is treated with respect, we can ensure that future generations grow up with the tools they need to maintain their mental well being. It just has to be done. We have to create supportive environments. But funding alone is not enough. We also need systemic change in the way we approach mental health in the workplace, in our schools, and local communities. We have to create environments that support mental well being, encourage those to seek out without fear of discrimination. For our workforce, this means implementing policies that protect employees who are dealing with mental health issues. This includes paid mental health leave, support for stress management, and access to counseling services. Mental health is not a barrier to employment or career advancement. In our schools, we need counselors, mental health resources, and training for teachers to identify students who may be struggling. Every student deserves the opportunity to succeed, and that includes the mental and emotional support they need to thrive in the classroom. We have to address the crisis of mental health and homelessness. Perhaps most critically, we must tackle the intersection between mental health and homelessness. Too many individuals with mental health disorders find themselves on the streets without support they need. This is a crisis that cannot be ignored. We must expand mental health services for the homeless, increase affordable housing, and ensure that individuals who are struggling have access to rehabilitation programs and long-term care. Finally, and this is important to me, we must work to eliminate the stigma around mental health. This stigma prevents people from seeking help and keeps them isolated in their struggles. We need a cultural shift, one that makes it clear that mental health issues are not a personal failure, but human experience that deserves understanding and compassion. By incorporating mental health education into the public discourse and making mental health a priority in political agendas, we can create a society where everyone feels empowered to seek the help they need. The time for change is now. We really cannot afford to let another generation grow up without the resources, education, and support necessary to prioritize their mental health. Yes, it is a fundamental human right to live a life that is not only free from physical illness, but also free from the shackles of untreated mental health struggles. As policymakers, it is your responsibility to invest in mental health care, create supportive environments, and champion the well-being of every individual in this nation that you are called on to serve. Together, we can build a future where mental health is treated with the urgency and respect it deserves. And together, we can ensure that everyone, regardless of their struggles, has the chance to live a fulfilling, healthy life. A healthy life. Thank you.